Hey guys, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Katie and I am the owner and artist behind Salvaged by K. Scott. I am a furniture painter making my living right here out of my home in South Central Ontario, Canada. Okay, I'm feeling an overwhelming need to stop things right here and add in a little disclaimer. If you are here to watch me create and have an open mind, love an amazing furniture before and after, high five, let's be friends. However, if you are going to be in any way offended by me taking a vintage piece of furniture and completely transforming it, take a second and click right back out of this video. This channel is not for you. All right, moving right along. I was so excited this weekend when I saw a notification pop up on my Facebook that someone a few towns over had put out a few vintage dressers at the side of the road. Ryan and I hopped in the car right away, drove straight to the address that was listed on Facebook, and got those things in the back of the van as fast as we could. The haul included a really pretty Art Deco waterfall style dresser and two mid-century modern style pieces. I'm gonna be working on one of those mid-mod guys in this video. I haven't had a chance to really inspect this piece and see what's going on, so let's go do that now. I gave all of the drawers a really good once over. I wanted to make sure that these nylon slides were all intact and that all of the runners were structurally sound. I really love the bow tie hardware that came on this dresser, but it just doesn't fit with the new design concept that I have in mind. So I'm going to remove these and tuck them away for use on a later project. As always, I gave the whole piece a really good scrub down with some T.S.P. and then went over it again with some clean water to remove any residue. To address that big ding out of the top of the dresser, I'm going to be using this Varathane 2-part wood filler. Basically, you just scoop out as much of the putty medium as you need and mix it with the cream hardener that comes in the can. You got to work really fast with this stuff. I used it to repair that ding in the top and also to fill in the old hardware holes. This stuff is super stinky, so make sure that you're either working with it outside or that you've got a respirator on to protect yourself. Since this dresser was so glossy, I wasn't sure how my paint was going to stick. So I went ahead and made myself a little test patch. I scuffed up this area with some 180 grit sandpaper, and then I wiped off my sanding dust. You can see here the difference between the scuffed up surface and the original surface. I brushed on a little bit of paint in this area and let that dry while I went ahead and prepped the rest of the dresser. I used some more 180 grit sandpaper on my fancy new SurfPrep Sander to smooth out my Bondo on this repair and also the hardware holes on the drawers. Let's check on that test patch. This is Amulent paint by the Chippy Barn in the color Palm Leaf. I could not get it to scratch off, so I'm pretty sure I'm safe to go ahead and paint the rest of the dresser. I filled up the hopper of my HVLP spray gun with about half a pint of paint and added probably about a tablespoon and a half of water just to thin it out slightly. I'll put a card here for the video all about my spray gun. Once that first coat of paint was dry, it just wasn't as dark and rich as I was envisioning it. So I went down to my paint stash and grabbed a couple of colors of Country Chic Paint and mixed up a new darker kind of emerald green color. I forgot to hit record, but once my 2 coats of paint in the correct color were nice and dry, I went back over the whole dresser with some 320 grit sandpaper to make sure I had a perfectly smooth surface and remove any texture that might have been left behind from the sprayer. To seal up my new paint finish, I'm going to be using this Varathane Diamond Wood Finish Crystal Clear in Satin. I'm rolling the can here back and forth across my workbench just to reincorporate all of the ingredients without adding any air bubbles. I sprayed 2 coats of top coat over the whole piece. It can look a little streaky and cloudy as it's drying, but it will dry crystal clear just like the can says. To install my new hardware, I measured across the top of each drawer and made myself a little pencil mark at the center point. Then I lined up this whole template, which is the same brand as the hardware that I'm installing, to mark where I need to drill my holes. And here's the big reveal. Somehow over the last few days, as I have been painting away and recording this video, I've noticed a huge jump in my subscriber count. I don't even know what's happening, but I am so grateful and truly appreciative to each and every one of you. If you are not already subscribed and you like what you just saw, you can take a second to hit that button right now. Also remember to give me a thumbs up and drop me a hello in the comments down below. I'll catch you guys next time.